Hi Cancer, welcome to your general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Cancer. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear this message. Hi Cross Watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Cancer. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Cancer and Cross Watchers that energy is fluid. And this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you may feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. So Cancer, I am going to do a new spread today. I'm going to ask Spirit what you need to hear about what's to come in your love life very soon, what's about to happen, what you need to prepare for or be aware of. And I'm just excited to try this out. I hope you are too. Let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl here to clear, set the energy, and do a mini meditation with you guys. But if you just want to jump right on into the card pull to see what the cards have to say, check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times, and during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you may have in regards to your love life. And if there is a certain someone, start thinking about them, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Cancer. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say about what's happening next in your love life, what you need to be aware of, know about. I did see the letter A as in Alex, as in Alan. First, middle, last initial could mean something to someone. Does not have to be the case, obviously, but I'm even seeing 2 A's in someone's name, like Amanda or, yeah, I don't know. Let's go ahead and see what Spirit wants you to know about for this reading. So, oh, goodness, Cancer, the cards. Spirit really wants to get a message out to you guys. It's almost frantic, urgent almost. What is this all about for Cancer? Why do I feel this energy for Cancer, what they need to know about their love life? What's to come? What's happening? Okay, religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Wow, so this gives me a lot of different messages, so bear with me for a second. Some of you guys, I do feel that this could be someone who is very deeply spiritual or feels a deep spiritual connection with you. It's beyond just being physically attracted to you, by being entertained by you intellectually. It's like, damn, there's a lingering energy of a bond between the two of us that I still feel in my soul. And it's almost as if there's a psychic, telepathic connection between the two of you that's very strong. And others of you, I definitely feel as if there has been a spiritual awakening since having this with you, since being with you, that this person has, or that's what you're going through currently, Cancer. And it's made you more curious about, soulmates or contracts or twin flames, and someone's been doing research on that and maybe even pulling up tarot card readings or read their own tarot. Someone's definitely always been very spiritually gifted, and I feel as if your intuition has been really powerfully activated by a connection here. I do also see someone that has spiritual tattoos or like spiritual symbols on them, whether that's, a cross or an ankh or a yin yang symbol or something along those lines, right? And I'm also seeing an X tattoo. So I don't know if that's a Roman numeral or even just someone has a tattoo involving an X. Not like an X as in someone from the past, but the letter X. But wow. Powerful, powerful energy. I do feel that this is something that both of you are coming to realize, Even if you are in separation right now, I think they still feel your energy very, very strongly and always are reminded of you. And someone's crown chakra is highly activated at this time. And with crown chakra activations in love and romance, yeah, I think that there's an understanding coming along, that there's a belief that is being proven to someone through what they're coming to awaken when they think about you, when they think about the connection that they have with you. Someone is very close to their spirit guides, ancestors, angels, and they have been kind of reiterating some sort of intuitive feeling about this connection here. Now, it could also mean too that someone just comes from a very religious background, and their religious background is very much associated with their identity, something that they still use to be a part of, you know, their everyday life, whether they go to church or synagogue or mosque or volunteer with such organizations like that. But let's go ahead and pull some more cards to get even deeper with this. Tell me more about this energy for Cancer. Tell me more of what Cancer needs to know of what's happening, what's going to happen soon in their love life. Wow, okay, so we have despair, and Leo got this card, so some of you could be dealing with the Leo, or you could have strong Leo in your chart. Does not have to be the case, but if so, check out the Leo reading to see if there's messages for you there. But it's a similar feeling I'm getting with Leo, as far as like, yeah, someone feeling as if they missed out. They missed out on being with someone that they truly had a deep connection with, that they haven't been able to find with someone else. They do maybe feel the accountability of sabotaging this connection, whether they like ghosted you, broke up with you, you know, ran from you, and not literally, but obviously something as far as like hitting a really deep part of themselves they weren't ready to open or be open to. Now they're really regretting it, and I think it's because they've been trying to, you know, date, they've been trying to move on, they've been trying to kind of just get over this connection with you, and they have not been able to do it at all. I just saw or felt like cold hands. And so someone could have always had cold hands, and maybe they came off as a little bit cold, you know, and this could be an air energy I'm feeling. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or someone that has strong air in their chart. And also I'm seeing, okay, for this is very specific, so bear with me, but I almost feel like there was a pet involved with this. Whether you guys got this pet together, or, you know, you miss their pet, or they miss your pet by being very connected to that pet. And they, you know, almost wish hanging out with all of you guys as it used to be. Damn. Okay. Tell me more about this energy here. Someone could also be born near the dog in Chinese astrology. Ooh, okay. Then we have procrastination, number 1. Interesting. This could have been like what they are realizing now about this Cancer, especially because in this image here, this person is sitting on a crescent moon, and we all know that the moon represents Cancer. So I do feel like they've been sitting on these feelings, but again, something's stopping them from really following through on it. I do feel as if Cancer, you've done your best to try to detach from this, because it did very much hurt you when they decided not to give this a shot, or to not work on this, or to leave you. I definitely feel as if you were the one that was hurt the most at first by someone else's actions. And I think with this procrastination here, it could have been the reason why you felt like this person wasn't doing enough. They were kind of like putting off hanging out with you, you know, rescheduling dates and not doing anything to schedule a further date. And I think this person just, they like to remain aloof. They like to not pretend, or they like to pretend, excuse me, that there's like, you know, not deep feelings involved. And I even feel like there could be times when the people around them, they talk about you nonchalantly, but everyone kind of feels there's something off there, because why bring you up in the first place? A, B, it's something where they are kind of seeing them as being a little bit delusional. I'm hearing like Delulu, you know, quite literally. And when I said Lulu, I saw Lululemon. So someone could wear Lululemon a lot, or has some sort of connection with that. But anyway, yeah, so there's definitely something that maybe even Spirit is procrastinating this a bit, because if they are going through a spiritual awakening, they're still in the process of fully evolving. And so maybe that's why Spirit is kind of keeping you apart right now, because where they're at currently, although there's a little bit of progress of their awareness, they're not at the level where you're at, Cancer. But man, do they think about you a lot. And do they think about like, what ifs, I should have, I could have. But they're kind of a little bit like almost 7 of Cups energy. So you could possibly be dealing with a Scorpio or someone with strong Scorpio in their chart, but just in the clouds a lot. And instead of really taking it to, you know, the 3D and making something happen, they do want to manifest you in the 5D, but you kind of have to meet your desires with your action. Okay, let's get into the tarot to dive deeper into this. So tell me about the main situation going on here for Cancer. Okay. The 2 of Cups. Cancer energy. Some of you could possibly be dealing with another Cancer or someone with strong Cancer. Their chart does not have to be the case. You know, deep down somewhere, whether they try to push it off, whether they try to deny it, I do feel their higher selves realizes that you are a soulmate. Now, let me just kind of give this brief for those who are new to my channel. I don't think a soulmate particularly is one, or the one you're meant to spend your entire life with, your one and only. I believe we have a lot of soulmates in this lifetime that we experience, and they don't always come off as romantic partners. This one for sure is. And I think they are realizing, though, the power of this soulmate connection here has hit something within their heart that they realized if they acted in the right time, they could have experienced with you, because you were in it. I do feel you were the one that was bearing your heart out. And this person, I don't know, kind of didn't want to, at the time, wherever they left you or, you know, dropped you off and made you feel like it was whatever, didn't want to really own up to that for whatever reason. We can go ahead and clarify these cards once they're all out. But yeah, with the 2 of Cups at the dead center of this, I think they're waking up to the fact that you are a soulmate. Wow. Okay, yeah, death is crossing this Scorpio energy. I felt that in the beginning. I'm going to get all the cards up first, and then we'll do a deep dive here. The King of Wands in reverse. Fire energy, particularly Leo energy. The 4 of Wands rooting this. Damn, yeah. Okay. Okay. So bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. So I kind of feel this is kind of what was putting you off, Cancer, or making you feel like this person just wasn't grown, wasn't ready to kind of venture further in this. And let me just say there are 2 2s here. So your birthday could be July 2nd, July 12th, June 22nd. But yeah, I just feel as if this person was just up and down all the time. And I feel that's kind of what put you off, Cancer, is that, you know, I feel they were either in and out of your life or engaged and went ice cold and just kind of didn't ever give you a solid answer or made you feel secure with what this was. And I do feel there was an imbalance here, definitely, whether there was, you know, someone doing too much, not enough. And I think even spiritually, you guys were a bit misaligned, although there was the catalyst, the unite, the spark. You were kind of at a different level spiritually, consciously than this individual was. And I kind of feel with this 2 of Pentacles, it's like they kind of wanted to have their cake and eat it too, Cancer. Like they wanted to have you in their way when they wanted it, but they didn't want to also at the time pursue anything further, although they felt that pull. You know, 2 of Pentacles is like that. What should I do? I have these 2 things of what I can do, but I don't know what to do with it. And I think they left too much up in the air for you to kind of feel safe in this. And again, there could have been procrastination here. You could have felt like they took too damn long, that they weren't giving you a solid answer. And yeah, I think for now, it's like they still feel that pull with you. They still kind of feel, you know, the up and down. Should I reach out? Should I not? Should I still have feelings? Should I not? There's unresolved business here that I think they're kind of really starting to feel now more so than you are feeling right now. So let's get into it. Dead center, this is the Two of Cups. Cancer energy. So believe it or not, yeah, I do feel in this moment, or whatever they've been going through their despair, through their daydreams of you, through the feeling of the spiritual connection here that they are kind of diving deeper into or whatever, they view you as a soulmate. And whether they want to use that specific label or not, it's that power of that type of connection here that they're really recognizing. And they really do feel that the two of you, you know, although there was misalignment, could have been in sync in such a powerful way. And I don't feel like they've met someone that has had this significant type of spiritual impact on them like you have, Cancer, for however long it even lasted. It couldn't have been a long time, but whatever moment and however long it lasted, spiritually, you've left a mark on them for sure. And I feel with this Two of Cups here, that's something that is still lingering within the two of you. I do feel you feel it at times as well, but again, because you don't want to get hurt, because you've done enough, it's like you feel it for a brief moment and then try to let it go. And I wonder, even, Cancer, especially with the Two of Pentacles, if in those times you feel that, they're sending it out to you. But you may be kind of be like, okay, I recognize this, but return back. And that's when they get into the despair. Wow. What's crossing this is the Death card. Scorpio energy. So this could prove as the challenge, or this could prove as the emphasis of this. So if it's the challenge, yeah, I mean, it's over. It has been over. And, you know, there's been no action on your part to try to resuscitate this, to try to bring this back. And they may have felt like they're too late. What's done is done. You've buried this, or you're trying to bury this. And if this is an emphasis, you know, I think, again, there's an old version of themselves that is being really shown to them or mirrored to them about the sabotage or what they've created here, as far as how something so real and deep as the Two of Cups has been kind of destroyed. And I feel with this Death card here, it's something that they are kind of maybe using as a valid point as to why they don't feel ready enough to bring this forward, especially if they were the ones to put a nail in this, right? I do feel like right now they look at it as a big mistake. Absolutely. But I think with this Death card here, it's a significant part as to why they may procrastinate or feel despair and not take action in it. And why? Because what's crowning this is the King of Wands in reverse. So with the King of Wands in reverse, yeah, there was definitely immaturity here. Although they may have, you know, successes in some parts of their life, in other parts they're very impulsive. They kind of act first and think later, which gets them in a lot of trouble a lot of the times. They could have a temper, and they could get aggressive or defensive when people kind of bring up things that they don't want to talk about, they're not ready to talk about. But, you know, when I saw this card fall on the table, and again, cross watchers, if this is Cancer, then just flip it all around, right? People get huffy in the comments. I kind of felt like someone was looking at this person like a coward almost, especially if they left things, you know, in such a unexplained way. I do feel like someone, whoever's kind of realizing this could have been more and was ready to have more, but didn't want to put all the work in, was kind of like, you know, this person's just, you know, spiritually in a different place. They are more immature. They, you know, almost with this King of Wands in reverse, I'm feeling someone with like a midlife crisis type of energy where, you know, maybe for a lot of their lives, they partied, they went out, they hooked up with a lot of people. And that was part of their identity almost, of how people knew them. And as they got older, I think other people were trying to be like, I wonder when they're going to stop doing that. I wonder when they're going to kind of grow up here. And they wanted to hold on to that. I don't know. Some part of them made them feel confident in that. But now I think they're realizing the damage that has done for them, is particularly with you, to try to still play that identity. I do feel a little bit of embarrassment here as well. I should have had you when I had the chance, is kind of what I'm seeing from this. I should have held on to you and held on to this. And now I don't have it. Like, I'm realizing all that was lost. And it's even if it's been years, Cancer, like, I don't know why now they're kind of figuring this out. Maybe it's because, you celebrated your birthday kind of recently, or you posted something recently that they seen, or they heard something about you, of an accomplishment, of a success, or soon will if you post it or talk about it and it gets back to them. That's when they're kind of feeling like, damn, I had it and I just let it get out of my hands. What's rooting this is the Four of Wands. Aries energy. Now, I don't feel as if you guys were ever in a committed relationship, but I think through this awakening they're having, whatever happened that has, given them a big shock as far as, damn, I should have, held on to this in whatever way. I do feel as if they are kind of realizing, you too, if they went by spirit's messages, by their heart, by their intuition that was so heightened when they were with you, when they kind of felt around you, the activations in certain chakras, that this should have been something where you two were together, because you guys would have made an amazing partnership. If they were allowing themselves to take that chance and grow, they could see themselves, by this time being with you, moving in with you, maybe being married to you, maybe, having something that they really feel as if they can't see truly in the same way, in the same spiritual way with anyone else. Someone lives by a park. I'm seeing swings that maybe you guys went on before, or I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling that type of let's meet at a park type of energy to hang out. Walking distance from someone's house for sure. But yeah, I think the root of this was there's supposed to be a contract here, but we all have free will. And even if there's certain things that spirit kind of pushes us to do or guide us to do because it would have had big significant impact in our life, we don't always follow that. And I think that's the root of what's hitting here, that's making them in so much despair. That realizing they should have completed their contract with you. Again, whether they see that verbatimly or it's just, what they're kind of opening up to in a way that I could have been with Cancer. It's having a big impact on them, Cancer. In the recent past, we have the Ten of Wands, Sagittarius energy. So, sorry, I have to censor these for YouTube community guidelines, but I do feel this is, what they kind of realized you tried to do that they didn't see, was really hold on to this, because again, you felt the Two of Cups energy as well. You felt that significant, spiritual soul contact, contract. And that's where you were like really doing your best to hold on to this, but you got exhausted, you got tired, you got hurt. And, Cancer may try, I'm a Cancer, so I understand this. We may try to hold on to things, but when we really see we were being dragged through the mud or not being cherished or not being held, in a way that we feel our work is owed and due, we just let it go and it's a wrap. And once it's a wrap, unless you do anything that's significant to show us that you care, that you're changed, we stop. We stop putting the effort. We stop putting the time. We turn to ice. Water, once it goes cold, ice. And I think that that's what part of them that also feels kind of guilty and embarrassed or ashamed by, is that, you did the best you could, whether that was taking action, whether that was even just psychically holding on to this, manifesting them, you gave up big time. And I do feel that even though they were opening to the Two of Cups, it's not as powerful as it was because your end of it is kind of pushed back. All right, Cancer, To see the likely outcome of this, why is this person's energy here? Why did Spirit want to bring this to your attention? And does this mean anything in the very near future? We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome. Pull some more tarot oracle cards to just dive deeper into this. So guys, if you really felt this was your message, I promise there'll be more information and messages for you in the extended reading. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Cancer, I really hope that this reading has resonated with you. I hope this reading has given you confirmation, clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to your love life or what's soon to come if you felt anything. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Cancer, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Cancer.